Welcome to the Knockout Show, brought to you by Ainslie and Ainslie, powering this INEOS Britannia America's Cup crew. Now, I'm not being funny or anything. I don't know what the frame of this shot looks like, but I've got Jacob and Charlie alongside me, who are part of the men's 8 that won gold in Paris. And I think you can tell just by the height difference. In fairness, I'm also wearing heels, although I am granted little. But look at these two-man mountain machines. Guys, I just want to start by asking you, have you been following the action and what have you made of it so far? Look at this.
No, yeah, I have been following it religiously. It's been epic. I still don't have a clue what's going on, but it's very exciting to see INEOS Britannia just winning everything, it seems.
But you guys also know quite a few of the crew on board this boat. So can you imagine what it's like being a cycler on board Britannia?
I mean, obviously all the rowers that are on are comfortable with water, but I can't imagine the speed at which they're going, and so close to the water as well. It's infinitely faster than we go. So
are they confiding with you a little bit about how they're feeling out there? I mean, for someone like, Rooster, it's his first time in a sailing competition, and it happens to be the America's Cup.
Well, I think we might be confiding in them. No, it's watching these guys do what they do is really, really cool, and seeing their sort of progression from rowing into the sailing world has been awesome.
I super hope you guys are going to love what you see today. Of course, it all kicks off today with the LV Cup Final. 1st to 7 wins it. It's a really, really big competition starting today. Let's get over to Jim, who is over here. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, please can we borrow you for a conversation on our dock walk? I want to start. Where are you going? Don't go that way. There's the water. It's a hazard. Talk to me about what you've made so far of this competition. We found ourselves in the Cup Final now. What have you made of what you've seen so far?
I think we've done very well, really. Yes, I mean certainly a lot better than Auckland, and I think we've got a boat that is going fairly well. We're still sort of shaking it down, so the trajectory is still upwards with the boat, and the crew are settling in. Ben's doing a great job, as is Dylan. So so far so good. But it's a day at a time. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
I know you don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but this lot, what would you say to them as they head out on the water today to take on the Italians in this 1st to 7 crunch battle, which it will be to determine who's going to go into the America's Cup to take on the Kiwis? Yeah,
it's a huge day for us. This first race is huge, just psychologically. But I think, this is an elite sport, and these guys are elite sportsmen. But I think the key really is you have to focus and concentrate 100% of the time, and particularly here. It's the same in all key sports, but unlike Formula One, where you have George Russell, who takes the bend and makes all the decisions about how he's going to set himself up for the bend and takes the bend. Here, you've got a team going around the bend, haven't you? It's a choreography. Everybody has to get their bit right. And there are 4 or 5 of them involved in that choreography. Any one of them is slightly off, then the tack or the jibe doesn't work, and you lose a boat length. You lose 25 metres, and you can't afford that. So you sort of need perfection. So I think, in the stress of the moment, it's all about focus and concentrate. Get it right, guys, every single time. That's where I am.
I'm going to go and speak to some of the key protagonists now. Thanks for your time, Jim. Okay, let's go over and find Ben. Ben, would you just come and join me for a second, just ahead of the race action today? Let's just talk about what we're expecting today. Conditions look nice for the first day of the LV Cup Final. How are you anticipating today? What's in the playbook? You've got a couple of races against the Italians.
Yeah, it looks good. The forecast looks really good. Plenty of breeze and a bit of swell around, so expect a lot of action. It's going to be good.
Okay, and what's the momentum like? What's the feeling like amongst the team? We can hear the crowds getting really excited here ahead of dock out. How are you feeling as a team?
Yeah, we're feeling good. It's going to be a big day. We know it's going to be a tough fight against the Italians, but we're up for it. It's game time.
Okay, I'm going to let you crack on because the team are just about to dock out. You can see from the crowds that have gathered here, families, friends, supporters, everyone getting really excited and revved up for a great day of action on the water. Don't forget you can watch all of it on TNT Sports, and there's an analysis show a little later on our INEOS Britannia YouTube channel. We'll see you then.